Okay, so here we are up in the attic. Thermax is pretty cool, isn't it? It's all shiny. They've got 2 layers installed inside of most of these rafter spaces now. You can see it only gives us about maybe 1.5 inches left. And I said we're going to have to get a high-density fiberglass bat in there to make up the difference of the R value. You've got to pick up another R20 to bring this whole assembly up to R40. So the solution that we've got is we're going to have to fur out these rafter spaces to give us a little bit more space. What they're going to do is they've already pre-cut some strips of extruded polystyrene foam, 2 inches, into 2x2 inch strips, and they'll just glue those on the face right here. And then they've cut quite a few strips of 1x2 wood right here, like a furring strip, just plain old wood. They'll use a screw and a little bit more glue, and they'll sandwich that piece of foam with the screw and the glue and the 3/4 inch strip to fur this space out. And then they'll tuck that high-density fiberglass bat in there afterwards. That'll give us our R40 assembly. You can see the guys down here right now are installing essentially a vertical piece of Thermax. That vertical piece lands on top of the masonry header, but on the outboard side of where the furring space is. And then it just butts up against the inset Thermax between the rafters. They've notched around each joist and each rafter to get a good fit, and then they'll come back with a 2-part foam to close up all those seams. This is what's going to give us our primary air seal, essentially closing the attic in from the outside. Anyone who's familiar with the Chicago bungalow, and you probably saw it on the beginning on the entry, knows that this roof overhangs the front stairs, and that portion of the roof is sitting out over the exterior of the house, or unconditioned space. So what they're going to do, and I think Eddie's working on it right now, is they're going to frame a very light enclosure above that and bring the Thermax straight up, and they're going to push the space above the porch completely outside of the thermal boundary. And then they'll air seal that when they're done. They'll do that in the front. They're going to do it again in the back above where the back door is.